everyone, it's Dominique Barbie here, and I just felt like making this video because I know there are a lot of people who are struggling to make money in their business, to get customers, all kinds of stuff. I've been through it. As you know, if you know me, I've struggled with network marketing for like 3.5 years before I figured out how to finally make some money online. And initially I wanted to just make, I needed like $3,000 a month to like be happy and pay my bills with, with comfortability, back during that time. And I said, if I can do that, then I can do 10,000, I can do 20,000, I can do 30,000. Now, our last week, me and my husband made like, over $35,000, and it's been consistent too. So I wanted to help you get at least one new customer every day, and this is a simple formula that can help you get results within the next month if you stay consistent with it. I can't just say you're going to get results tomorrow, which some people do, but I will tell you will get results if you do this on a consistent basis. And if you think of the title of this, how to get one new customer every day, to get a customer every day, actions create results. And if you want to get daily customers, you have to do daily actions. They don't have to be big, a whole bunch of stuff. Just simple actions to do to get one customer every day. And the first step of the 3-step process is that it starts with your mind. I would say over 70% of making money online is your mindset. And because your thoughts is what makes you become successful or not successful. Thoughts actually have weight to them. There's scientific studies that, thoughts really are things. They become things. And so the first step is your belief, okay? First thing, there's 3 steps in your mindset to making something, your thoughts, become things. The first thing is writing it down. The universe will not be specific with what you want if you're not specific with what you want. You get what I'm saying? It's like a sailor trying to go to Jamaica, but they don't know where, they don't think that they want to go to Jamaica. They just like, I want to go somewhere. And instead of saying I want to go to Jamaica. So when they're on their sail is not going to know where to go there, so they're just going to go in circles. And a lot of people wake up every day and they just live their life through circumstance. Whatever happens through the day is just what happens. Like, they don't have a plan, they don't know what they want and stuff like that. So when you want to get one new customer every day, you have to write that down as the first step. And write it in the present tense as if you already have it. And if you look at the news and stuff like that, they're brainwashing people to think negative thoughts, and whatever you think about is what you will attract. If you're angry, you'll attract anger. If you're sad, you'll attract sadness. If you're grieving, you'll be more grieving. You'll attract more grieving people. And if you're negative, you just attract negative people. So that is the first step. And you have to write it down in the present tense. I am so happy and grateful that I get one new customer every day. Okay? And so my son, he just came in here. Say hey. Hey. He mad, he was just asleep. And then that's the first part. The second part is to picture it. Visualize it. Make a picture of you smiling and happy and pointing to your what you wrote down. You have to be able to see it in your mind before it happens, okay? A lot of people don't even believe that they can recruit or get customers or whatever the case may be, and then they wonder why they don't. And so that is the second step. Okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta put him down. You want to go watch the movie? Go watch the movie. Sorry. Yes, so that is the first part of it. You have to. So, yes, I don't know. That probably cut me off. I don't know. But yeah, that's the second part. Picture it and visualize it. There's so much things going on like in the news and stuff, and it's brainwashing people to just make their life worse. And whatever you believe, that's what becomes your reality. And if you stay in the emotional poverty line of, resentment, jealousy, and all those negative emotions, that's what you will start to attract in your life. So it's good to visualize what you want and focus on the positive side, because that's what your life will become in your reality. So the third step is to speak the words. Okay, when you speak a thought, It carries a vibration that makes it start to happen. And when you're specific, like I am getting at least one new customer a day, you start to make it happen. You'll be very surprised at this happening. That's the mindset part. So the first part is to write it down in the present tense and have that emotions make that feeling makes it happen even more. Okay. And then the second part is you write it. After you write it down, you picture it and you visualize it. Okay. And the third step is to speak it into existence. You have power in your words more than you think. Okay. That's the mindset part, the simple mindset. I'm going to make this very short as possible. I'll be doing a webinar to go more into depth of these things, because the mindset, if you don't have this mindset part right, the whole business will it'll be very hard for you. Okay. That's the mindset part. The second part is to seek the knowledge. There are so many people jumping from opportunity to opportunity with the same skill set. You can't blame your sponsor. You can't blame anybody but yourself. Your business is your responsibility. And if you're blessed enough to get a sponsor who is a good mentor and who will teach you some skills, then you should be happy with that. But at the end of the day, it's your responsibility. I used to say, like, man, I get these horrible sponsors. And when I was struggling, I'm like, wait. Instead of me jumping from opportunity to opportunity, why don't I just learn how to freaking market? It's so many people who jumping through these opportunities. They seeking more opportunities than they are the knowledge to actually make the money. Because at the end of the day, in most of these opportunities, you have to get a referral as a person, or you have to sell a product. Either one, that's how you make the money. If you look at any comp plan, that's mostly how to make the money. Except, the one I'm in, you don't have to get a customer, get a recruit for your money to grow or whatever, and one of them that I'm in. But that's a very rare occasion. I'm teaching you how to get a customer, actual customer. So you have to seek that knowledge. And one of my favorite knowledge-based marketing programs is the Conversion Pros, which actually teach regular newbies how to market on YouTube, how to market on Facebook, how to market on Instagram. And the people who really, really want it bad enough, they will take the time to go through that system and learn how to do it. The people who don't want it for real, they'll look at it and say, oh my gosh, it's too much information, and then go back to sucking. I get people who do that too. I send them the system, and some people say, oh, this is amazing. Some people say, it's just too much information for me. I'm not ready. And that's fine. It's just you attract what you are. If you're not ready for prosperity, I can't force people to be ready for prosperity. You know what I'm saying? When they're ready for it, it will come. But if they're not ready, they're going to miss all of the opportunities. They're going to miss so many things. There's so many people who are actually broke because of their mindset they can only understand a job, and that's it. And they can only understand living paycheck to paycheck. And they won't open their mind. So I suggest, if you do get the Conversion Pros, make sure you use my link. Okay, first off. Second off, pick one or two strategies, like, maybe Facebook or Instagram, or YouTube or something like that. I use Facebook and YouTube, and I do paid advertisement. That's my favorite ones. I don't even have to learn anything else, but I still learn. Even though I made over $35,000 last week, I still learn to this day. And the people I've noticed, the people who are how do I say this? A lot of people who are struggling, they don't want to learn. Okay. And some people do want to learn, they just can't find the right thing. So that's the second part. Seek knowledge. That's what took me from out of that 3.5 year rut. I've been doing this for almost 6 years this year now. And I got out of the rut when I started to seek the knowledge on YouTube. I would buy products that showed people how to market online. I stopped joining so many opportunities for a second. I stopped for a second because I love joining new things. It was so cool. I'm like, ooh, this is a cool product or whatever. That don't mean message me and be like, join my stuff. But last time I made the video, everybody was in my inbox like, oh, let me get this lady. She know how to recruit and stuff. Let me tell her about my don't jump my inbox unless you got something really good. That's the only time you can take my attention. Like, it gotta be real good, because I will straight up be like, nah, what I'm doing is way too easy. So seek knowledge is the second step. Okay, get a mentor if you can. Okay, I mentor people all the time, and some of them, they'll look at my stuff and be like, I still don't know what to do. Sometimes people just not ready. Like, and I'll copy and paste. Like, did you do this part yet? And they'll be like, no, I didn't do that part. You got to be able to have the right mindset, have the right thoughts, speak what you want into existence, and you have to have the right actions, which I'm going to go into. Consistency and actions is the third part, because I don't want to make this too long. Okay, consistency and actions. To get daily cash and customers, you have to have consistent actions. Okay, income producing activities are the life of your business. Okay, you need to know your numbers. Okay, know your numbers. A lot of the people who are struggling, they do not know their numbers. I'll ask someone, how many people are actually looking at your presentation? And what I do, I don't explain to people my business. And if they say, can you explain this to me? Can you just, I'm like, did you watch the video first? Because your time is precious. Okay. And you don't got time to be explaining the whole compensation plan to everybody. That's why you get the most persuasive, best webinar you can find. Okay, best webinar from the best person who in the company. Find it. I don't care. And you need to, if you can, you do a video, okay, talking about why you joined for really quick, and then introduce them to the leader. That way you're still branding yourself instead of the leader, which is a big thing. You always want to brand yourself and why people should join you. You always have to brand yourself. And when I say brand yourself, you can't attract your ideal customer, okay, your ideal person, if you're not even your ideal customer or person. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are targeting people. If your company costs money to join, or if your product costs money to join, why are you targeting like your broke cousin or something, or your broke people? Why are you targeting them? It don't make sense. Like, you need to find the people who got money, find the people who are interested. If you got health products, find people who look like they need to lose weight and are in a place to afford a health product. It don't make sense to you be in the projects telling these people who have diabetes and all this stuff, and who don't want to buy a product or don't believe in the product, and they don't got the money for the product. Why are you finding these people there? You need to go into a community of people where they're ready. I'm not saying don't go to the hood and project to help them, but if you go in there and then a lot of them are like, no, I don't want this, and I want to stay where I'm at, then you need to target the right people. Okay. Find out who your ideal customer is. Your ideal customer is usually people who have bought in the past. Go where they are, okay? Now, when I say know your numbers, if you don't know how many people are looking at a presentation per day, you already in trouble. You need to know, this is the first step. You need to know how many, for every 100 people, you need to know how many people will actually join your business, okay? Does that make sense? You need to know for every 100 people how many will join. And by knowing this, you need to show them the presentation, okay? Follow up with them, okay? Ask them, did they watch? The 100 does not include people who did not watch the information, okay? They have to say, I watched it, okay? Some of you just sending people information, don't follow up, that you don't even know if they watched it or anything. This one lady, she showed me her information, and she followed up with me, and she said, did you get to watch? I was like, you better do that, girl. You better follow up with me. Some people just think you just show people the information, and as soon as you send it to them, they supposed to join. No, I'm sorry, you gotta do some work. You gotta, follow up with them, see that they watch the information. What did they like best? If you can't, get them on with a 3-way, show them another presentation, or whatever the case may be. It's passive marketing and direct marketing. Passive marketing is you just posting ads on work from home groups or a blog or on your Facebook page or Facebook ads or Instagram or whatever. That's passive marketing. Direct marketing is when you actually go in and you talking to a real human being. That's called prospecting. If you're a go-getter, you prospecting and talking to real people, showing them presentations, making sure they watch the video. That's a go-getter. A person who's not really a go-getter, all they do is post ads and hope and pray and wish somebody, please join. Just anybody just join. No, that's not what you do. I'm so sorry to tell you, you can't just post ads and expect people to join you. You have to actually have real conversations. A lot of people, this is one of my biggest secrets. If you can get attention, okay, if you can get people to ask you for information on a consistent basis, you are winning. It's harder when you reaching out to people, and most people don't tell you this. When they tell you to just talk to as many people as possible. Yes, but it's harder when you're reaching out to people. I've even tried reaching out to people, and they'll be like, "Nah, I'm not trying to look at this." I did that a lot, and some people do join or whatever, but. And then they'll see me consistently posting on my wall, and they're like, "Okay, what is that?" I'm like, "I told you about that last week." You know what I'm saying? So you need to do both. You need to be that go-getter and get in those inboxes, getting to reach the people in your community, stuff like that. And you also need to be that person who's posting ads everywhere. You need to do whatever you need to do to get at least 5 people. I say 2 to 5, 10 people consistently a day, like every day, 5 days a week, in front of your business that who are looking at the presentation. And once you know out of every 100 how many will buy, you can know your numbers to, if you needed 100 customers, you know what you need to do to get that. If you need 1,000 customers, you need to know to do that. And then once you get the money, you need to start doing paid advertisement. And I will tell you this, you need to learn Facebook ads, because I was trying to do CPA. I didn't know what the heck I was on. That's not my niche, so do not ask me how to do CPA, okay? Please don't. I was just experimenting because I knew people made a lot of money. But I took the skills from, me network marketing a little bit, and I kind of put it into that. So I made a business page, right? And it was called Longer, Stronger Hair. It was a product that made women's hair grow really long, because a lot of women, they like put weave in their hair and stuff like that. But this product makes your hair grow really long and to make your lashes grow really long. Okay. And so I made a Facebook page, and it was called Longer, Stronger Hair. It was a business page that's different from your regular page. I'm not going to go into all this, but this is just an example. And then I posted a ad, and I boosted it. Okay. And I said I want to spend $5 a day. When I spent $3, that post had reached, I think, like 10, 15, 20,000 people. And people were like commenting like, "I need this. I want to get this. How do I get this?" And all this stuff. And I'm just like, why didn't nobody tell me about Facebook ads? Like, nobody told me they don't teach this. And so that's the part about seeking knowledge. Like, if you're not looking for the knowledge and you just looking for a program and you don't know how to market, you're just going to keep not knowing how to market. So I'm going to do a webinar. Once I finish learning all the way how to do Facebook ads, I'm going to do a webinar, because some of y'all, you posting in groups and y'all not getting anywhere. So sometimes you just maybe need to do paid advertisement, and sometimes you just need to look the part, be the part. You need to look like a boss and be like someone who they want to join, because sometimes people don't want to join the person who they think are new. But so if you can create the illusion of you know what you're doing, you learning knowledge, so you can put that in your content, and you're attracting people who are like you, then you will do much better. If you look at your page and you don't even see your picture on it, then you screw yourself up from the start. If you look on your page and you don't even look legit, like you're a marketer or anything, you just look like some fly-by person who nobody really want to join, then what you expect? If you want to attract a boss, a leader in your business, you have to become one. In order to become one, you need certain skills, okay? That's why I recommend the Conversion Pros, because you learn you can learn marketing strategies. I say pick 1 or 2 marketing strategies and master until you consistently get 5 leads a day with no problem. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't want to make this long. Oh my gosh, I will do more videos like this. Check out my YouTube page and all that good stuff. And get that mindset right. Okay? Get that knowledge that you need. Find a mentor if you can. I still haven't found like a real mentor, to be honest. And I feel so sad, because I wish I had like a real mentor. But you can still learn from videos and buying products. I bought a lot of products. So I do have mentors from, buying products. But I never was able to like call them every week and be like, and follow up with them. And they'll say, "Did you do this assignment?" or whatever. It's kind of like, and that's okay too. As long as you're making your income go, I'm making my income go. Then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, belief, the mindset, you get the knowledge, get the Conversion Pros, get my link from me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I give all these free tips. Since I make a good money online, there's no point in keeping this knowledge to myself. That's just selfish. And make sure you're consistent with your actions if you want consistent money and you're doing income producing activities, you know your numbers, you're doing direct marketing, and you're doing passive marketing. And once you do that, you get one new customer every day. Every day, you have to repeat it out loud, speak it, and command it into existence. And say, I am so happy and grateful I get at least one new customer every single day. And you say it with emotion, and you say it like you mean it, and you say it like you gonna get that customer every day. You gonna get it. Don't go to sleep till you get that customer. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, seriously. I do affirmations every morning, and I speak and command things over my life, because I learned the law of attraction, and you become what you focus your attention on to. And so if you want a positive life, you have to surround yourself with positive people. You have to stop being angry and stop being crazy, or whatever people be doing, I don't know. And you have to be positive. You have to speak life into your life. And I hope everyone has a blessed day, and the universe is in the process of, and God is in the process of orchestrating and aligning things in your life to make you become the person you are meant to be. And you are using the thoughts and the habits that serve your purpose. You serve millions of people around the world, stuff like that. But I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.